Hey, what is it, be sexy beast? GhostSickness Tristan here, and I'm with...
My name is Omer, or YatuChavez. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yes, indeed. So today we're going to be talking about texting. Why we fucking hate texting, like what it's good for, all sorts of stuff, man. Like, okay, so we made this video rant, like, I want to say a year ago, just over a year ago. He made a video... Go ahead.
It's not even more of a rant. It's just like a back and forth. Like, I made a video, then you made a video. I made one, you made one. And, like, we just kept bouncing off of each other. Pretty much me saying one thing and then you saying another thing, like the opposite of it. But I feel like now we're on the same page of this subject.
Now that I'm a fucking adult, we are on the same page on this shit, dude. Like,
yeah, because I'm like, how old are you again? 19, 20?
I'm 19, yeah.
19, and I'm 21. So I've grown up a little bit. I'm matured a little bit compared to what you are. No offense or anything.
Right, that's good, it's good.
So it's like, I learned from experience, and I guess at the time it was different from you, but you can say now you hate texting, right?
Dude,
like
I
me?
was still in high school when I made those videos, and yes, now I can say I fucking hate texting, man. It was different in high school. It was like you would text a girl you knew, and that was pretty much what most of the people would do. And like if you wanted to get to know somebody, you would text them or kick them or whatever. You know, Snapchat was pretty popular too, but that's pretty much what you would do if you wanted to get to know somebody better before you actually like hung out with them or went on a date or after the date or whatever. Pretty much never calling this person. Like how is it like?
I mean, as an adult, for me, I mean, of course, I'm done with high school. Right now, I'm not in school. I work full time. And so if I want to get a hold of someone, the best way to do it for me is a phone call. And the only way or the only reason why I would text someone is to confirm something. Hey, are we still down for dinner later? Yes. Okay, cool. Hey, you want to come over? Yes. Boom. No questions asked. It's like straightforward stuff.
Right.
If I want to get to know someone, that's when I call them. Honestly, phone calls with girls specifically, I've had the best relationships with them. No question about it. Texting, yeah, that was cool. Yeah, it was a good way to get to know them at first, but after a while, you got to move up from texting, every so often and, just breaking the ice questions type of thing to on the phone, getting to know them at a better level. That's personally for me. I don't know about you, but I prefer when it comes to what?
Are you saying you can't like call to get to know a girl? Like you got to work up to that?
That's just for me. What I mean by that is, like I said, I work a lot, and so I can't always be on the phone hours on a day. So during the day, while I'm at work, I would text the girl back and forth, and then when I'm off work or when I'm done with everything for the day, that's when I will call. It's just like there's something about hearing. This might sound cheesy as fuck.
No, hearing their voice, it's A1.
Yeah, hearing their voice, it just sounds really good. It's one thing to see what they're saying over text, but it's another thing to actually hear the voice, hear what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Especially when they have a cute voice.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that you can establish way more. You can get way more done on just one phone call, one like 5-minute, 3-minute phone call than like 100 texts, because you're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? A girl can't like not respond to you on the phone. I mean, she could just like hang up, but oh my god, is that rude, right?
Yeah.
If you like,
total
hey,
bitch.
Hey, do you want to go? Right. Hey, do you want to go grab coffee sometime? She's not just gonna be like, like cricket noises on the other end. She's got to respond to you. Mm-hmm. So you got her, I guess, at that point. But
and that's like another reason why I prefer phone calls. Like over text, like say I text you and you take like 20 minutes to respond.
Right.
You could have taken those 20 minutes to think of a good response. While on the phone, if I text or if I say the same text, like if I ask you a question over the phone, you got to respond right then and there. There's no thinking about it. Just go with the flow. It's more natural that way.
Exactly. And honestly, you get to see the real side of that person, and they get to see the real side of you, which in most cases is a good thing. Like, dude, if they don't like what they see, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like later, peace, I'm out. But I don't know. Like, I prefer calling a lot, but it doesn't always, I don't know. It seems different to me for girls you just met. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to call girls that I know already, and see if they want to hang out or maybe hear about their day or whatever, right? Or girls I'm dating especially, right? But if it's a girl, like, who doesn't know me at all, like, let's say we've never met. Let's say we matched on Tinder, right?
Oh, my
Prime
God.
fucking candidate, right? Tinder. Hey, come on. I know you, dude. I know you have so many fire Tinder stories, right? So,
oh, my God.
So let's say you match on Tinder. You get her fucking number. You're texting a bit. And then you try calling her. And then you're just like, all right, well, what if she doesn't fucking pick up? Like, what do you do then?
I don't mean to shameless plug, but you haven't seen my latest Tinder video, have you? That was some weird shit that went down. The latest one I put up. That is some weird Tinder story. Like, quick story, pretty much summarizing the video. We matched on Tinder. We were texting, or I guess like chatting on Tinder for like literally a couple of minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes. And then she's like, hey, can I call you? And I was bored as fuck, so I dropped my number, and I'm like, sure, why not? You seem pretty cool. Gets on the phone, bitch is a fucking loony. She's she's crazy.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's crazy. So it's like,
what did she do? What did she do to be crazy? Like,
okay,
like,
so like,
I want to get married and have kids, and you know, fuck that.
Bring that down a couple of degrees.
Okay.
Pretty much right there.
Oh my god, she was getting serious like right away.
She was getting serious right away.
Oh god,
I wasn't about that.
And on our 4th date, we can do this, and on our 5th date, I want you to impregnate me, and on our 6th date,
I don't know about that. I don't know about. Like, I'm not like, it was some weird shit.
That's weird.
So it's like when you give out, like when you're texting someone, like I feel like that's when you really have to get to know them, and then they're like, yeah, they're a cool person. They've earned the phone call badge. You know what I mean?
So yeah, so you're basically saying that you shouldn't call right away.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't call right away because
that's valid.
Yeah, I mean, but there are, in my opinion, you shouldn't call right away, but you should text right away if you meet a girl.
I like the call feature on my phone though. It's pretty nice, you know.
The call feature?
Yeah, the call feature. It's got a call feature.
Because nowadays I see phones. It's like, yeah, I hear them buzz like zzz, zzz, real quick, like 1 2. But sometimes my phone like just keeps buzzing and it keeps making music on its own. Like, what is it doing? Like, I can take pictures, I can send Snapchats, I can go on Instagram. What the hell is a phone call?
Dude, there's like voices on the other end. It's really scary, man. It's really scary.
But getting back on topic real quick, what I was saying was phone call, you got to sort of work up to.
Right.
Wait, did I say that right?
You did. No. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. You
phone calls, said that. You got to work your way up to. Texting, you can do instantly. So say I go out right now and I meet a girl. I would text them right after I get their number. It's like, hey, can I get your number? Whoop, whoop, whatever. I leave. Right when I leave, I text her. Because I'm sure you've heard of the 3-day rule about texting.
I love the 3-day rule.
I hate the
3-day rule. I have a question for you, though.
Okay.
How well does waiting or not waiting work for you?
It actually works pretty well.
Do you think it works better than the 3-day rule or the 2-day rule or the 1-day rule or just waiting at all?
Okay, the 1-day rule, I sometimes do that. The 2 or 3-day rule, that's kind of iffy. Like, here's what I think.
You don't want them to forget you.
Exactly. Yeah, because within those 2 to 3 days
right.
of you not texting them, they could have met someone else, and then 3 days later, they're like, wait, who is this guy again? Versus you text them right then and there. It's like, oh, yeah, I just met you. You're the cool person I just spoke to. Right. What's up? You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, so, like, I guess if you want to get the ball going, like the ball rolling, like that'll be a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But
you gotta show initiative.
Right. But it also, I don't know, I guess it can convey like desperation. Like that's what's fucked about this dating world, man. Honestly, like this is why I hate like texting and technology and stuff is because it really fucks with the game. All right,
it really does.
It makes dating a game, like straight up. Like here's what not to say, here's what to say. Oh, you just got trapped in a corner, you're dead. You know, I mean, like straight up. It does,
game over. You're in the friend zone.
Right. Like you don't get 3 lives in this shit. You get 1, and you're like, fuck, man. It feels like honestly, if. Okay, and here's the thing, and I have a total separate video I could do on this. But, you know, like when you're meeting a girl and you guys just hit it off, right?
Yes.
You just know for fact you're just hitting it off, everything's going well. But when you're trying to, like, force it, right? You're like, oh, man. Then you know it's not going well, and it's never going to just suddenly, randomly go well out of nowhere. You know what I mean? With that kind of stuff, it has to go well from day one. So if you're ever like, oh, man, I don't think this girl likes me, well, then she fucking doesn't. Like, she probably doesn't, honestly, because pretty much 100% of the time before asking a girl out, like, to be my girlfriend or whatever, I knew what the answer was going to be because I knew that person actually liked me in this way and that we clicked in a certain way. Does that make sense?
Like, you have to have a certain like type of confidence. Like if you're gonna ask them to be your girlfriend, you have to be like, like you can't be iffy on it. Maybe she'll say yes, maybe she'll say no. You gotta know when she'll say yes,
right?
Or else you look terrible,
right? And you do know when she'll say yes, though, if you are hitting it off. You know what I mean? Like when it's not going well, there's pretty much nothing you can do to make it go well. Whether it's following these certain rules or these certain codes, you know what I mean? Like you don't ever feel like you're on thin ice with a person that you just click with. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. And what really fucks people over sometimes, and they don't realize it, the over amount of texting, or at least triple texting. That really can screw up a game.
Right.
Because you guys could be texting, whoop, whoop, whatever. I don't know. You guys have plans to hang out. Yeah, I'm down to hang out. I'll be over later. It's like, sweet, cool. Later comes on. She ends up, her phone dies, and you keep blowing her up with text message, whoop, whoop, whatever. Hey, where are you? Going to hang out? If you don't want to hang out, you could have just said so.